Piano should be live.
Is that it? Is that it?
Just tuning in.
Oh, I thought it was so
I thought that was actual song.
No.
Good evening. My name is Chris Burns. I serve as the other Fine and Performing Arts Resource Specialist for the district. Let's give another round of applause for the amazing middle school all-county band that was under the direction of the Coleman Athletics. I would like to now welcome to the stage the 2021 All-County High School Concert Band. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Matthew Maliat to step to the microphone, and he'll tell you a little bit about our All-County High School Concert Band clinician and conductor.
Before I get into any of the introductions, I'd like to recognize a few outstanding musicians in this ensemble. First of all, every musician in both ensembles was truly outstanding. Right? This is one of the best all-county bands we've ever had here in Osceola County. So first, I'd like to recognize all of the all-state musicians. So from the flute section, from Gateway High School, we had Ryan Vargas selected for that stage.
Yeah, buddy.
We also had Rodrigo Rodriguez and Isabella Harris from Osceola County School for the Arts. Moving on to the clarinet section, we had Vinicio Rodriguez and Jadiel Santiago from Osceola County School for the Arts. Moving to the bass clarinet section, we had one special student who was also selected for the All-National Ensemble. So he was selected for both All-State and All-National. That's Sean McBride from the Osceola County School for the Arts. From the saxophone section, we had Jennifer Fuentes from the Osceola County School for the Arts. And we had Jacob Zella from Harmony High School. From the trumpets, we had Sammy Antifit from Osceola County School for the Arts. And we had Zachary Gallant from Celebration High School from the tuba section. How about one big round of applause for all of our awesome all-state students who are selected. So as you saw, our middle school band got to work with the phenomenal clinician Nicole Nasrallah from Dr. Phillips High School. We also had the pleasure of working with Charles Watford, who is currently the director of bands at Dr. Phillips High School Visual and Performing Arts Magnet in Orlando, Florida. At Dr. Phillips High School, he conducts the Wind Symphony, Symphonic Band, Concert Band, Jazz Band, Marching Band, Percussion Ensemble, and teaches AP Music Theory. Mr. Watford served as the director of bands at Winter Springs High School and Lake Howell High School prior to his appointment at Dr. Phillips High School. He has been named Teacher of the Year at many schools, multiple schools, and his bands have received superior ratings at both the district and state level. Please give a big round of applause for Mr. Charles Watford and the Osceola County High School.
What is that? What kind of ringtone is that?
Good evening. That first piece was Xerxes. That was a march, believe it or not. We brought the, what did we say today? So, like Mackey, right? The Mackey March. It featured a lot of percussion, as you can see back there. They were real busy. All the music tonight that I picked, you know, I noticed in my own band room when the people in the back of the room aren't busy, bad things happen. So they're real busy tonight. They're running around. They're playing multiple instruments, and they've been doing a great job. So I want to thank our percussion section, and you're going to see them doing a lot tonight. But that was Xerxes, and our next tune is by Mislanka, so it's going to have a lot of percussion as well. It's going to feature some solos, and also now we're bringing to our ensemble. Jonathan's going to be playing on the piano for us on both the last tunes. So we hope you like. This is by David Mislanka, Illumination. I just have a couple thank yous and give them their chops just to do the rest. That's all these pieces I picked them. I was like, ooh, that's a lot of notes. That's a lot of music. They're doing great. Really been my pleasure to work with these fine young musicians, outstanding young people. I told them when we started this, it's really nice. Number one, I haven't done one of these since everything shut down, and it's so nice to work with fabulous musicians and nice people, and to see what we can do in a short amount of time. And I know that hopefully I've taught them some things, but I know I learn something every time I do one of these, and I learn about not to put limits on what kids can do, because they can do great things. And if you expect high expectations on them, they'll meet you for those. And these kids have done that. They have, I shouldn't say kids, these young musicians have just done everything I've asked and have worked really, really hard. And I've gotten, there's been times where we were working hard, and I got my own, like I teach my kids at school sometimes, I'm like, we're going to get this, right? And we dug in, and they did it, and I'm so proud of the work that they have done, and hopefully you're enjoying the fruits of those labors. And maybe these pieces are pieces they might not ever get to play in their band. So I try to pick pieces like that I thought were good, exposure to some great composers and some great music. A big thank you to Mr. Malion and all the high school directors for asking me to do this. It's a huge honor, and I don't take that honor lightly, so I thank you all the directors who've been helpful in many different ways, making all the stuff that happens behind the scenes happen, from moving chairs to getting lunches to doing whatever needs to be done. And also to Mr. Malion for all the work that he's done behind the scenes to make this come together. The administration of Toho High School and their band director, Scott Abbott, who has, just done all kinds of different stuff for us to make sure that we have what we need here. So a big thank you to the school administration and the band director here as well. And then I would be remiss if I did not thank these students, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart how much fun I've had. I know sometimes it may not seem that way, but I have had a blast working with you and seeing you do what you're doing. I'm very proud of you. We're gonna end with this last piece. Dance on number 2, and we're gonna try to make it dance. I told him, I said, if you play really well, I might start dancing that too. You don't know. I said, you see me dancing, that means they're playing really well. I'm start moving. But again, a big thank you to all of the parents, and like Ms. Mesrala said, we know how much it takes from the kids, from the parents, from the administrators, from the teachers. All those things have to be in place for this to happen. So huge thank you to everybody involved, and don't take this for granted. When it went away, we missed it bad. I know I did. And so this is precious, and let's make sure we keep it in our schools and keep it happening, and you young folks keep practicing. So here we go. Dance on number 2. Ready? We have quite a few solos, and I'm going to ask them to stand at the end. I tried to learn it all the names, but it just didn't happen. So you will see some folks at the end who have solos, and I'll ask them to stand at the very end. But again, thank you so much. It's been a great 3 rehearsals, and I hope you enjoyed this last piece, Dance on number 2.